Oklahoma obviously on film. What stands out with those guys?
Just their size right now. They're all pretty big, all pretty athletic, and we're treating this just like an SEC game because they have SEC talent, and this is just another step up for us in competition.
You guys have so many young guys that are going to play significant minutes. How much of a positive is it to have a guy like Justin back there who's played on the road, played in front of hostile environments?
It's a big positive, mainly because it just gives some of the younger guys some confidence that he's going to make the right plays and things like that. And overall for the whole team, he's a great leader. And every day he brings a good mentality to say this is our time to step up and start winning some games.
There's so many young guys on this team who haven't even made a road trip before. The first road trip is to a place like Oklahoma. What are you guys telling the young guys and those who are traveling for the first time?
It's just another game, except for the crowd noise will probably be on their side, But whenever you're out there, you really can't pay attention to the crowd anyways, whether you're at home or away. The crowd obviously does give a little bit of advantage whenever it comes to communication, things like that. But hopefully whenever the younger guys are out there, they're not overwhelmed with the big stage.
So how important is it getting off to a good early start so that there is take a little bit of that pressure off the guys? How key is that this weekend?
It's a big key. Oklahoma starts fast, as we know, and we're planning on matching that. Having a little buffer at the beginning will help everybody calm down and just say, hey, this is another game that we're playing. We've done this before.
It's been 10 years since this program has won 3 games at the beginning of the season. It started 3-0. It seems like a long time for a program like Tennessee. What would it mean to be able to do that this season, especially against Oklahoma?
We haven't really been looking back in the past that much. But right now, we're looking at Oklahoma and we're saying, we can win this game, and that's our mindset going into every single game. So 3-0 is definitely our goal, and right now we don't see it too far-fetched.
But going to the home of a top 5 team and beating them, it would be kind of a legacy win for you guys a little bit.
It probably shouldn't be because we are Tennessee and we should be used to winning. I think beating a team like Oklahoma will probably just put us back on track and give us a little bit more confidence.
Coach Jones said there could be a lot of mixing up on the offensive line this week. I mean, how much has there been so far? Basically, how much are guys moving around positions?
There's been a little bit, but at the end of the day, the coaches are going to make the best decision. And like I've said before, we've all played together, so it really shouldn't affect us that much.
What kind of mixing up has there been? Who's been kind of playing where in different spots?
Just the different tackle spots. Kyler's been moving around, Coleman Thomas, Dontavius Blair, Brett Kendrick. All of them just getting in there, getting reps. Trying to get comfortable in there. With the guys up front.
Mack, how big of a test is this going to be for you guys playing this defensive line? I'm sure you watched them. They got 7 sacks against Alabama last January and have a lot of those guys back.
I mean, it's gonna be a test just because like I said, they are SEC talent guys, and but we're treating it the same way. We just got to get after them like we've been doing the past 2 games.
Like there was a time there early in camp where a lot in the spring where Coleman Thomas was kind of with the ones there at right tackle, and how important was it for him when he got kind of bumped down to the 2s for a while to take that the right way and to kind of keep working and to stay positive and get back where he kind of is right now?
It was everything for him just to have the right mindset coming to work every day. I mean, but we did do a great job of saying, hey man, you're one guy away from playing, and so I think he did come to work every day, and I don't think he took any days off. So I think he is ready to step up and play if needed.
How much improvement did you see from game 1 to game 2? How did you kind of break down how y'all played up front on Saturday?
Well, there were just 2 different fronts. Utah State had more of a bare front, and Arkansas State had more of an even front. But I feel like we did improve from game 1 to game 2, and hopefully we're going to continue to improve game 2 to game 3.
What do you feel like you've done well so far, and what haven't you done well? That's a lot.
Well, we've done everything well at some point, but we've also had breakdowns at other points. So we just need to be more consistent with our play, and just starting to get in our groove, start to be a little bit more comfortable with what we're doing.
Coach Jones just mentioned getting into the second level and getting blocks there. Is that something you guys have seen that maybe you haven't been able to get into that, or just maybe haven't been blocks to the second level?
Not so much. We're always continuing to work on that. I mean, there are obviously some times where we miss our second level blocks, and you know, that's just going to come with more and more practice as the season continues. But we're you know, we're working on getting it fixed. So.
Like, what kind of loss would you know, if Ethan Wolf, obviously he's a tight end, kind of an extension of the offensive line, if he wasn't able to play on Saturday, how much would y'all be missing there?
Well, I mean, Ethan Wolf's obviously a great player. He's done some great things for us, but you know, we have Daniel Helm and Brandon Downs. I mean, they obviously do a great job, and you know, they've all been competing throughout camp and everything. So if he is not able to play, then it'll obviously be a loss because he's a great player. But you know, there are guys ready to step up.
You mentioned Kyler earlier. Just what's he done well in camp, basically, and what could allow him to play? I guess what allows him to be a guy that can play either spot.
He's just consistent. He's very smart. He knows pretty much every position on the offensive line, and you know, he's very athletic. So his ability to bump around is one of his strong suits.
What do you feel like is the biggest stride the team has taken so far? Not necessarily offensive line, just the team as a group.
Just coming together as one and playing together, and just having the right mindset going into each game, saying, hey, you know what, we have the talent to win this game. We just got to go out and do it.
With so many young players and the number 14 in America on the road, why would his team not be a little odd Saturday?
Why will it not be what?
Odd.
Odd?
Yeah.
If I'm understanding you correctly, you know, we just have to have the right mindset. Like, hey, this is another game. We have to go out and play it. Is that what you're looking for?
Intimidated, odd, you know.
Oh, yeah. Why aren't we intimidated by
Yeah.
it? You know, just because they're, you know, we go in and say, hey, they're a faceless opponent, and that's how we treat every game. And we have to scheme and prepare just like every other week. And we try not to get too overwhelmed with the guys that's lined up in front of us. I mean, we're all obviously good players, and at the end of the day, it comes down to your one-on-one matchups, and we, you know, we're all pretty confident that that we can get the job done at the end of the day.
Thanks.